Welcome back to Houston Life. Imagine this. You get in a car crash and then someone you've never met starts calling, texting, or even showing up trying to get you to sign with a lawyer. Well, that's called barratry, illegal solicitation, and it can happen fast after an accident. Joining us now is Adam Miller, the Texas Bulldog, with the red flags to watch out for and what to do before you sign anything, along with McLovin, the mascot. Okay, so you're called the Bulldog. McLovin is not a bulldog.
No, McLovin's the pit bull. I'm the bulldog.
There you go.
He's the Texas pit bull.
There are two dogs in this house, and I understand McLovin. He's like the office dog, but he also goes to court with you. Is that right?
He goes to court with me, and he goes to dinner with me. He goes to football games with me. He goes everywhere.
He's a good boy. We're seeing some video of you and McLovin arriving in the office. Is it true he goes around and tells everyone good morning?
He does. Well, that's because the first time I ever brought him to the office, I gave everybody treats. So he makes his rounds, and they all feed him a little something, and he says hello.
Treats.
Absolutely.
That is one smart pup. Okay,
yep.
Adam, we got to chat about, look how comfortable McLovin is here. We got to chat about barratry. So a lot of us here in Texas, we've heard of ambulance chasers, right?
That's it.
Those attorneys who show up and they're hoping to get your case. Some people, after an accident, we just don't know what to do, right? And so we might think, oh, this nice person is trying to help us. But illegal solicitation is just that. It is illegal.
Illegal, yes. Well, the people that call you up, the ambulance chasers, they're also known as case runners. They will be very, very kind. They'll be very nice. They have wonderful names like Houston Medical Group, or just try to get you to the doctor. They have names like Free Accident Estimates, where they're trying to help you with your car. And then they sell you real quickly, hey, you need a lawyer? And they will convince you of a lawyer, and they'll send you a contract for that lawyer.
To sign.
To sign.
So
right there on the spot, DocuSign.
Is first word of advice that DocuSign is electronic. So
yes.
It can come by email, and all it takes is one click and you've signed. You are warning people, do not do that.
Well, here's my suggestion to you. If you get a telephone call from someone who wants to help you with the car accident, you tell them that you're very busy right now, that you'll call them back in a few minutes. You sit down, you think about it for a minute, you get a tape recorder, because you want to tape record this conversation. If they text you or they call you, they're going to leave a mark on your phone of the text. Make sure you take a picture of that. And then when you get on the phone with them and you're tape recording them, you say, hi, you called me. What can you do for me? How can you help me? And they'll start to tell you, I'll get you medical care, I'll get you doctors, I'll get your car fixed, I'll get you money. They will promise you everything. But all they want is that signature, because once they send that signature on that contract, they will sell that contract to a lawyer who will pay them money, and that's illegal.
Well, and it's just so messed up, Adam. You've seen so many different cases where people think they're getting the help that they really need, whereas the person who's going after them, that illegal solicitation, they just want a cut of that bottom line.
That's exactly what they want. They want a cut of the bottom line, and a lawyer's not supposed to pay them, because we're not allowed to share our fees with non-lawyers.
Interesting.
But when you get the contract, never sign it, because there's a glitch in the Texas law. If you sign the contract, you can get up to $10,000. But if you don't sign the contract, you can get up to $50,000.
Help me understand this then. So for illegal solicitation, if you are in the situation where you're in an accident, someone is coming after you, showing up at your front door, texting you, calling you, you could be entitled to up to $50,000?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The other day, I wrote a letter to a law firm, and I said, you owe my guy $50,000. They called up, please don't put us in the newspaper. Here's $50,000. And my client got $50,000. I'll tell you a funny story. I had one client who got 6 solicitation phone calls, and he recorded everything. He screenshotted everything. He got the contracts for everything. And this was back when it was only a $10,000 penalty. And we collected $60,000 for him on 6 different cases. When I got his police report, finally, I found out that he was at fault for the accident. He wasn't going to get any money anyway.
Oh, my gosh.
And these lawyers were soliciting him for a case he didn't have, but they still had to pay. Even if you're at fault for the accident and they call you, you're still entitled to compensation.
That's incredible. So this fee that you might be entitled to, this is separate from anything related to that accident.
Unrelated to your injury. This is a penalty to stop lawyers from behaving badly. And let me tell you why. Because what we've come to learn is that if your lawyer has to fine you in the first part of your case, you may not be able to find that lawyer in the second half of your case when he has your money.
That's not good.
And that's not good. You're starting off with an unscrupulous individual, and you're going to get bamboozled at the end.
Adam, we have just about a minute left.
Yes.
Let's talk about separating the good from the bad here, right? Because there are a lot of really good attorneys.
Absolutely.
It's unfair to paint them all with a broad brush. What are some of the warning signs we should look out for to know that maybe the person we're dealing with cannot be trusted?
I think with that, when you find out the name of your attorney, the first thing you should do, the name of the attorney they recommend to you, the first thing you should do is you do a search on the web, either at their website or not. But to be honest with you, if they call you, that's not the attorney you want. 40% of all accident victims in car crashes in the city of Houston will get a telephone call. It is much better for you to pick a lawyer either from recommendation of family and friends who have either used that lawyer before and have experience. You look at the reviews from the internet. Maybe you look at their website and see if they are the kind of lawyer you want. But the last thing I would do is take a recommendation from someone who cold called me.
Who calls you out of the blue. Adam, in our final moments, so if this does happen to you, if you're in an accident, or if you're starting to get these unsolicited contacts through text message, phone calls, or people showing up at your door, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to lay out what you do generally, and then I'll send you to my website where I have it all listed. Again, you take the phone call, you listen, you tell them you call them right back. You need a moment to break, and you need a moment to get ready to tape record them. When you tape record them, don't ask them, how can you help? Do you have a lawyer for me? Don't ask them that. Ask them, how can they help you? What are they offering? And they will then sell you everything. They'll tell you everything I need to know to bring a claim against them. When you finish the recording, you ask them to send you a contract of a doctor or a lawyer, and they will do that. You then print the contract.
Don't sign it.
Do not sign anything. You print the contract, you tell them, I need to talk to my spouse, and then you call me. Okay. Now, if you're interested in more detail on this, you go to texasbulldoglaw.com under the barratry section, and it will give you a list of how to collect evidence in a barratry case. I will tell you right now, we're signing up about 3 or 4 of these every single week.
Wow. So
yes.
This is a common practice. Again, barratry, ambulance chasing, in layman's terms. Adam Miller, thank you so much for stopping by.
It was a pleasure. I just want to help Texans get good representation.
It's important info. We should all know it. Yes.
Thank you.
And McLovin, you were the perfect gentleman. Very, very good dog. You are known as the Texas Bulldog, McLovin, of course, the Pit Bull. Yes, to connect with Miller Law Firm, scan the QR code on our screen. You can also go online, texasbulldoglaw.com, or pick up the phone, 713-572-3333. And we will be back with more Houston Life.